What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to JY's Adventures. How to beat the death game in Battle Royale 2 by Cinema Summary, y'all. We checked out the first part, and like I said, we're gonna check out the second part. You guys really enjoy my Cinema Summary videos, and I really appreciate all of you for it. It really means a lot to me. I love checking these videos out, man. The analyses, like I say, bro. I leave every video with a bigger brain, bro. Big brain boys. Like Markiplier, you know what I'm saying? Link to the original videos down in the description. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're gonna just hop right into it. We're gonna see how it continues from the first part of Battle Royale that we checked out. Let's go.
The ultimate death game has just gotten more dangerous. The government has sent you to die on an island filled with vicious terrorists who have turned it into the perfect
explosions.
They can gun you down from any direction, blow you up with hidden traps around every corner, and your mission is to
This
kill
looking
their
like a
leader.
war zone.
What do you do? How do we beat someone who's already beaten their game once before? I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and how to beat the government manhunt in Battle Royale 2 Requiem.
Requiem? I instantly thought of JoJo. Requiem da.
This might seem like a normal class of middle schoolers, but they're actually the worst students in all of Japan. They're all delinquents and losers who have no idea that they've been selected for this year's Battle Royale with a crazy new twist.
They chose the delinquents this time.
On a field trip, and they're all having a good
they tricked
time.
them.
But they all fall asleep and wake up later that night in a strange place. They're brought to a military base and thrown into a cage, surrounded by soldiers.
The military involved
we all know where
again.
this is going. An entire class abducted by the government and waking up with a collar
and
around
the collars
your neck,
again, y'all.
Indication that we've been chosen to fight to the death. Escape is futile, and panicking is a waste of time. So the earlier we build a strategy, the better chances we have to survive.
Gotta
now,
strategize
there's a wealth of information
fast.
inside of this cage that we can use to get an early advantage. And for me, that starts with my classmates. I'm immediately evaluating who among us would be the easiest to kill. The way this blonde reacts already tells me that she's not taking this seriously enough, and that means she won't be prepared to defend herself when the death game starts. That makes her an easy kill. My next target is this guy. He's whining about how his explosive collar is uncomfortable around his neck, which is really short-sighted. His glasses are also a...
You got captured by the military. And your biggest concern is that the thing around your neck doesn't feel comfortable. Priorities, y'all.
Uncomfortable around his neck, which is really short-sighted. His glasses are also a weakness here. If I knock them off, he will have a harder time defending himself, making for an easy kill.
He can't see
Identifying
properly.
our first target gives us a head start, because it takes more players out of the game quickly, and you'll be able to steal weapons and resources from the survivor kits they'll get before they become too hard to find. Their teacher reveals that a terrorist group known as the Wild 7 have taken control of an island and are using it as a fortress. These kids are now part of a new and improved deathmatch, where their goal is to work together as a team to take down the terrorist leader in 72 hours, or they all die. And that terrorist is none other than Shuya, the winner and fugitive of the Battle Royale from the first movie.
From the first part? Oh, that's insane!
We have to fight and kill someone that already beat the death game and has been successfully evading the government for 3 years. So now that we're working as a team, I'm completely changing strategies and thinking about how every person in this room can keep me alive.
So they have
Those
to take,
guys that I wanted
they have
to
to
kill
take
are now my best
the winner down.
friends. I'm using friendship and teamwork as a human shield for as long as I can.
Oh my gosh.
The teacher tells them they can either join willingly or stay behind to face the consequences.
You're gonna die either way.
To enter the death game, but one kid refuses. He gets shot in the leg and executed, leaving them all shocked. But suddenly this girl starts beeping, and the teacher reveals that the student's colors have been paired. She runs for the gate as her collar explodes and kills her. Okay, every student has been paired with another, and if they die, you die.
Why? What? What's the... Huh? That's a waste. If one person goes, that's 2 people gone. I see no point to that.
Every student has been paired with another, and if they die, you die. Thankfully, we're finding this out
Imagine you got a weak partner.
I'm seriously concerned about who I've been paired with. These are middle schoolers who have virtually no life experiences, and there are a lot of weak links in the room.
Yeah,
if your
exactly.
partner is useless in a life-threatening situation, they can easily get you killed. So we need to counter this problem by creating our own additional pairing system based on each student's survival skills.
Okay.
Soldiers also use this strategy in military operations by dividing themselves into squads that are both large and varied enough in their skill sets to provide safety to the entire unit.
So they group up with the strongest people.
Into 2 teams of 20 students. This
right.
will help to compensate for all the weaker kids who are going to get us killed. The game is broken down into 3 missions, and the first is to land on the island successfully. The kids get weapons and armor and are sent out on boats. They're given the terrorist location, but the island has been divided into danger zones that change every hour. If
just
they
like the
stay in
first
one
part,
for too long,
danger zones
their
on the
colors
island
explode. They begin to make their approach, and that's when things go ballistic. The students are attacked by the terrorists, and with
he got
each
shot.
death, another partner dies with
She
them.
died.
The class
That's
hasn't
what I'm
even
saying.
reached
What's the
island
point
yet,
to
and
that?
12 of them have already died.
That's a retarded.
This is incredibly stupid.
That is a stupid. I apologize for using the R word. I don't know if anybody's gonna take offense to it. I'm sorry. But that is a stupid mechanic because you're just gonna lose a lot more people with it being paired like that.
Haven't even reached the island yet, and 12 of them have already died. This is incredibly stupid, and nobody can do stupid as well as the government. Attacking an enemy who has the high ground and machine gun nest to defend the entire beach is a recipe for failure. Nothing about this operation is designed to keep
They have the low ground.
We don't even have any ammo yet. At this point, I'm abandoning any government-approved strategy from now on. Now,
you do your own plan.
Callers, the first thing I'm doing is making sure each boat has their partners inside.
Has a partner, okay.
If we get too far away from each other and your partner's in the other boat, you're going to die because of the 50-meter distance limit on these callers.
You die if it's 50 meters away from the person?
It's an easy mistake to make here. But
That's
even
crazy.
with our partners in the same boat, we're still easy target practice for these
to get
terrorists.
shot. Like,
and this needs fixing.
like it's nothing.
Since boats will actually break up on impact with the water, I'm jumping out of the boat and swimming around
Go
the
in the
side
water,
of the
okay,
island towards
smart.
the rocks to stay out of the line of fire.
Swim to
Once
shore.
we've regrouped, we can flank the terrorists from multiple sides, resulting in less casualties.
Alright.
The kids storm the beach like a scene out of Saving Private Ryan. Bullets are flying everywhere, but they
Saving
manage
Private
to find cover. The students split up into 2 groups to divide the terrorist attack, with Squad A running across the beach and Squad B circling around the rocks.
That way they could
Overhead,
like
a helicopter flies in and releases supplies.
That way they could distract
Their second
everyone.
operational mission is to secure the ammo. They reach the boxes near a building where they discover all kinds of useful things. This girl
Why
finds
didn't they
an
give them the
underbarrel
ammo
grenade
headed to the
launcher. This
island?
guy gets ammo for their guns, and this kid gets toilet paper. Talk about your
Toilet
crappy luck.
paper, why?
They make a run for better cover, but one of them gets wounded. The kids
Okay.
try their best to treat his injuries, but toilet paper can't fix everything. His collar starts beeping, and they realize his partner is in a danger zone. But instead of running to the group, she goes off
she
and gets
goes
herself
away
blown up.
from them. What about the 50
These collars
meters?
are no joke, and this war zone
Dummy.
is killing people in pairs way too quickly. So we need to figure out how to disrupt them before our dumbass partners get us killed.
Why is this a mechanic? I'm still pissed off at this. I'm upset because if my partner is a dummy, then I'm dying. Like, suppose I'm killing it and like, you know, advancing properly with everyone else, and then my partner's a dummy, bruh.
50-meter range
That's
is going to limit
trash.
our movement around the island, and if you have to drag your partner everywhere, it makes it really hard to run for cover and avoid getting shot.
Right.
Now, thanks to this girl who died in the cage, we know the collars beep for 2 minutes before exploding.
Okay,
we
they
can
got a
also
2-minute
see from her
timer.
wound that the blast radius is relatively small, so that gives me some hope that we could block the blast if we had a strong enough material.
You
and the
could
strongest
survive
items
it.
available are these watches. The backs are made of stainless steel, so if I place one behind the collar and wrap it with cloth or socks to protect my neck, it just might be enough to dampen the impact to survive the blast.
To soften the
If this
explosion?
actually works,
Okay.
I would have everyone spread out to set them off, so we can rid ourselves of these collars
As
permanently.
fast
With his
as
partner
possible,
dead,
soon
this kid
as
runs
possible.
out of the building and tells the group to continue on without him. He decides to go out fighting the terrorists, but is shot by an enemy sniper. One of the
Man
squads
said
makes
blaze
their
of
way
glory.
into a ruined building as they hear the teacher list all of the names of everyone who's died. This has gone to a whole new level, and they have even less chances of survival if they don't figure this out. That's when this girl
gotta
here
do
reveals
something.
she's diabetic, and she'll run out of insulin if they don't finish the job quickly.
Oh, she's diabetic.
Okay, this girl has a weakness, and even though we are working as a team, we can use this to exploit her for the greater good.
Oh, you gonna use it
There are
as
a lot of
bait?
dangerous tasks that we will need to do in order to survive this death game, such as scouting the enemy's position and checking for booby traps, and nobody will want to take on that personal
Nobody
risk.
gonna wanna do
Some
that.
people are gonna need an extra push to make them do anything, and we need to work together if we want the best chance to kill the terrorist.
Okay.
If we take away her insulin and use it as
Yeah.
leverage, we can force her to perform all the dangerous tasks for us. It's
okay,
cool.
alright.
It allows for things to get done quickly. There's
Hey,
no democracy
it's cool,
in a
but we
death
gonna
game,
die
and
either way.
sometimes drastic measures need to be taken to ensure everyone's survival. Suddenly, an
agree.
explosion goes off outside, and the other squad goes to investigate. They look up to find a student hanging from a pole, and his legs are missing. They realize he triggered one of the trip lines that fill this area, and they're right in the middle of a minefield. Then this girl's collar starts beeping, and the students freak out. They all argue whether to help her or not and come dangerously close to blowing themselves up. Okay,
y'all
this
gotta
girl's
stay
collar
calm,
was triggered
first off.
because her partner has just died, and unless they find a way to lock the blast, she's got no chance of surviving.
She's
But
gonna
having
die
a
too.
big fight about it in the middle of a minefield is going
It's
to get
dumb.
everyone killed.
It's
The
stupid.
smartest thing to do is shoot her in the
Dumb.
head, because otherwise she will run around in a panic and set off the tripwires. There's also a more merciful death than having your neck torn to pieces. I'd rather be shot by my friend than executed by the government. Now that she's dealt with, we
She's
need to make it
gone.
out of this minefield without tripping any more of them. To do this, I tie my rifle sling to the carry handle of the gun here to easily
Okay.
find the wires before I cross them. The sling is too light to trip the mine, so by holding it out in front of me while I walk forward, it will
Okay.
visibly curl around any tripwire ahead of me, and I'll be able
Whoa!
to avoid them. I would
What?
also look for any signs that the terrorists
That's
might
some
have used to mark
genius
their own
stuff.
traps, like piles of rocks or sticks in the ground. The Viet Cong often did this so they wouldn't trip it themselves. Footpaths, trails, and
Okay.
openings in the forest are places that are most likely to have traps, and I would avoid
Got it.
these at all costs. The other squad hears them screaming over the comm line, and this kid rushes to save his friend, but this
Dumb.
girl, Shiori, holds them up at gunpoint. Helping their friend is a lost cause, and she will let them risk their lives to help. Now, I like this girl's thinking. She's reacting to the
gotta-
situation with laser-sharp focus on achieving the...
You gotta be serious in a situation like this, bro. Any mistake and your life is gone.
Now, I like this girl's thinking. She's
I do
reacting
too.
to the situation with laser-sharp focus on achieving the primary goal. And
Right.
that's killing the terrorist to win the game. Going back to help someone is way too risky, and when people are too panicked to think clearly, threatening to kill them is the most efficient way
And
possible.
they
to stop
don't
them from
think
making a
properly
terrible
either.
mistake. There are still 24 students remaining, and every living body is a resource that we need in order to find and kill the terrorists. So
Alright.
knowing when to cut your losses to keep others alive is extremely good decision making.
that
Back
gun
with
whip,
the
though.
second squad, this kid's body falls in a trip mine, setting off a chain reaction of more
Oh,
explosions.
the explosions!
This is not going well for them, and at this rate, everyone will be dead before lunchtime. Their third operational mission is to storm the castle and kill the leader of the terrorists, and this
Okay.
one isn't going to be easy. The first squad has made it further into the island, finding a massive fortress the terrorists constructed from scratch. It's really impressive, but there's a silver lining here. This place isn't made out of brick, stone, or cement. They built this place out of sticks and thin sheet metal, and it's no match for
So
our
it's easy to
firepower
shoot.
as long as we advance our position with a clever strategy to gain the advantage.
Okay, I see
the
you.
fortress has been set
It's like walls in Fortnite. I know that a lot of people don't like Fortnite anymore, but it's like walls in Fortnite.
advance our
Yeah.
position with a clever strategy to gain the advantage. Okay, the fortress has been set up on a steep hill, and it gives them a huge advantage, so attacking it from the front is going to get us killed. Unfortunately, it's also necessary, because we will need a convincing distraction so that the others can go around to the
go
sides
around,
and
right.
flank their fortress.
Flank
the
them
grenade
from-
launchers are the
from
best bet at blowing
the
a hole
side.
through their walls, but they'll have to get close enough to do it. I would have them flank the sides while the rest stay back and shoot from cover in order
Yo, that's literally what I. That's crazy, bro. I caught
to do
that.
it. I would have them flank the sides while the rest stay back and shoot from cover in order to draw their fire.
Yeah, exactly.
The grenades will draw the terrorists' attention away, and the gunmen can
Then
advance
they could
safely
go
from
around
the
and-
front and storm the castle. Together, the students break through the stronghold walls and enter the fortress. Where
It's like when you're playing any first person shooter shooting game. Like you got one or two people going head to head, and then you have people like sneaking up when everyone else is
they
distracted.
see this little girl and chase after her,
Little
but
girl,
suddenly
okay.
explosions go off under the water, catching them all off guard. The lights turn on, and dozens of guns are pointed at them. One
Oh,
of the terrorists
they
tries to reason with them.
they
but
step
someone
right
shoots
into a
them, and
trap.
The two groups start blasting each other.
Why you gonna just
By
start
the end,
shooting?
6 more students are dead, and their partner's collars activate. Okay, this decision was completely self-destructive. This terrorist kid wanted to negotiate, and personally, I would have done it in a heartbeat. We
You
have
gonna just
zero
start
chance of
shooting?
getting out of this situation alive because they have the high ground, we're totally surrounded, and we have no cover. If we surrender, they'll take our weapons. But
Exactly.
they'll also move us somewhere else while we're held captive. Changing environments to one that gives us better options to kill or escape is the only strategy we have. This girl cleverly sneaks away and manages to grab the young girl hostage. They back down
they got
and
the
wheel
girl
out this
hostage.
device to generate an electromagnetic pulse that shuts down the collars, saving their lives. Back at base camp,
EMP.
the Battle Royale administrators are freaking out, as they all see the collars have gone offline and they know what it means. The terrorists have caught them, and they send special forces to finish the job.
They deactivated the collars with the EMP, bruh. Jeez, that's crazy.
And they know what it means. The terrorists have caught them, and they send special forces to finish the job.
Oh, now they send the military
day.
to
All of
go
the
after
surviving
them.
students have been disarmed and finally get to meet the terrorist leader Shuya in the flesh.
Oh, the
One
winner
of the
from the
students gets
first
dragged
game.
over, and this woman starts filing down her collar to remove it. They really have this game figured out. The leader questions if
took the
killing him
collar
will
off.
really solve anything. The battle royale will be over if they do, but there's no way they can move on after what they've gone through. Okay, this guy's right. We'll be experiencing some pretty serious PTSD as a result of all of this, but if playing the game means staying alive and regaining my freedom, I'm taking that deal, PTSD or not. Now at the moment,
So when they kill Shuya, I think they get their freedom back, unlike Shuya from the first part, who had to live as a fugitive because he finessed the first
the game means staying alive and regaining my freedom. I'm taking that deal, PTSD or not. Now at the moment, we're in a good situation because we might get some sympathy.
I can see
here.
that, yeah.
These terrorists are actually just kids from other death games that escaped the government and refused to back down. So they have a vested interest in keeping us alive because they will need more soldiers to join their cause.
Oh,
as tempting as it is to say F the system and join them, these guys are living in squalor in basically a castle-sized shack.
You don't want to live
They're
like
off the
that,
grid
eh?
with limited supplies, weapons, and ammo, and will probably be on the run for the rest of their lives.
For the rest of their
I'm really
lives.
not interested in wasting my life playing Apocalypse Now. So if I have to kill them to get back to my nice cozy bed and forget this ever happened, I'm still going to look for that opportunity to win the game. Meanwhile, the soldiers have
Honestly,
already
I
made
could
it onto
agree
the
with that
island
line of
and have
thinking.
entered the lower levels of their fortress. A rebel spots them and escapes in time to warn all the students. The leader is ambushed, but takes out the enemy's soldiers with ease.
Oh,
Taking
start
her
fighting
opportunity,
back.
this girl aims a gun at the leader, but hesitates. She doesn't pull the trigger, giving Shuya here enough time to grab her gun and call her an idiot for not firing. And he's absolutely right.
She could have
thrown
took
away
him
a
out.
perfect opportunity to win the game for everyone. Down below, Taku here flips out and starts fighting side by side with the rebels, causing the soldiers to report back that the students have officially joined the terrorists. The
Wait.
rebels manage to kill all of the soldiers in
No.
the shootout as Taku here takes the liberty of finishing the last one off.
But-
Okay, Taku here just screwed us all over. Killing the leader here was our best ticket out of this place. And
Right. I just hit my mic, y'all. Sorry. Because he killed the soldiers, now they gonna be fighting against the military, bruh. Now they ain't got no way out of this.
Taku here just screwed us all over. Killing the leader here was our best ticket out of this place. And after the shootout, there's no way the government will let us keep playing the game like nothing ever happened. But there's still another way we could get out of this without having to choose sides.
Okay.
I would search the coast to find where the soldiers have docked their boats. If they're not heavily guarded, we could hijack one and take them back to the mainland. These look like the Zodiac F-470 rubber reader used by the US Navy SEALs, which have
take it back.
18-gallon fuel bladders. There should be enough gas in them to get back to the mainland,
So you
since the
could get
special
back
forces
to
would
where
be
you were.
expected to return back to base once they've completed the mission. But navigating our way back will still be difficult if we have no skills in wayfinding. Celestial navigation is a technique sailors have used to navigate the seas,
Celestial
where they memorize the
navigation.
position of constellations in the sky. But the points of reference depend on which
Constellations,
hemisphere you're in. Japan
using
is
the
right
stars?
at the bottom of the northern hemisphere, so the North
Okay.
Star Polaris is the best reference point to find, as it's the brightest star in the Little Dipper constellation, which is roughly 36 degrees above the horizon for Japan, and will
Brain is
practically never move
expanding,
throughout the
y'all.
year. To travel south, you'll want to use Orion's belt and his sword as a reference point, which you can locate
Orion's
based on
belt.
3 bright stars arranged in a row.
Oh my
Forming a
God.
line from the sword down into the horizon, you can usually rely on this to make your way south. It's day 3.
Ads sometimes pop in, y'all. So if y'all see cuts, it's because I'm cutting out the ads. Let me take it back real quick.
Stars arranged in a row. Forming a line from the sword down into the horizon, you can usually rely on this to make your way south. It's day 3,
Okay.
and all the students have been freed from their explosive collars. They might not be playing the game anymore, but they're still not free from this hellish situation. Realizing he needs global support to defeat the government, Shuya here makes an international broadcast calling on the youth of the world to rebel against all the adults.
Oh, he
But
got a
that's when a missile
broadcast
strikes
to
the
everyone.
Freedom Fighters headquarters.
They
Everyone
shot a
is sent
missile!
scrambling for cover, killing more students in the attack. The Battle Royale administrators find out from the Prime Minister that the missile was launched from the United States, who have warned Japan that they'll be attacked again in 12 hours if the situation isn't resolved.
Whoa,
They're done
man.
playing games, and the Prime Minister
They gotta
commands
stop
every
this.
single soldier of Japan to go to the island and slaughter everyone still alive.
Or else the USA
Later
is
that
gonna
night,
step
the
in.
survivors regroup, and Shuya here reveals his plan for the students to escape through a mine shaft that might lead all the way back to the mainland, while the others stay behind to fight the soldiers as a
fight.
diversion. But he
Okay.
thinks it's their only chance to get anyone out of here alive. Okay, this is lazy thinking and poor leadership. He's
That's a
right
bad
to be willing
idea?
to sacrifice some of his soldiers if it means most of them can escape. But there's also another way to do this that will cost him less men. We
Oh,
could try setting
teach
up
me.
a drip rifle, which was a tactic
A
used
what?
by the Anzacs during the evacuation from Gallipoli. Using a string and cans of water, rifles can be set up on a time delay, automating the firing of their guns, which gives the appearance of a larger army unit behind them. One or two soldiers will have to
It's like a turret! It's like a makeshift turret, y'all. That's insane.
The firing of their guns, which gives the appearance of a larger army unit behind them. One or two soldiers would have to stay behind to keep feeding ammo into all of the guns, but that's better than sacrificing the whole rebel army like he's proposing. The next morning, everyone is getting ready to make their last stand. All the students, women, and children head to the mine shaft to escape, except for Shiori here, who stays behind.
Okay,
outside,
so one of the
scores of soldiers approach the stronghold. The rebels
all the soldiers pulling up.
They can't stop them from advancing. Okay, this was
a lot of
always
soldiers,
going to be
y'all.
a losing battle. They're completely outnumbered, but they could have done a lot more with their time to prepare for this.
No, they
Apart
should have
from
set
the
up
drip
traps.
rifles, they could have used these fishing nets as snares to trap the attackers and lift them into the air. This would make it extremely easy to shoot them before they're cut down.
That would have been some smart thinking.
Old school here. The Viet Cong famously made these punji pits, which were holes in the ground filled with sharpened sticks to great effect in the Vietnam War. They already have tons of wooden poles.
Y'all know what's crazy? I think I was reading through videos comments. I think it was either Joe Rogan or Tim Pool or something's comments, right? Because I watch a lot of political woke stuff, you know what I mean? And I think someone commented they also, with those type of pits, they put feces on the sticks as well. So like the person could get infected and, you know, get sick while they're bleeding out and dying, bruh.
Holes in the ground filled with sharpened sticks to great effect in the Vietnam War. They already have tons of wooden poles here we can use, so I'd remove and sharpen some of them and dig holes where we would expect the soldiers to take cover and hide it with leaves, branches, and dirt.
To
tripwire mines can be set up in doorways
set up all them traps again.
Anyone running in, and by strategically barricading certain entry points, we could funnel the soldiers into key areas to ambush them. Now, if we were getting a little creative, we
just
could
like
also
how they
try
did the
using metal
students.
wires inside of this piano, connect them to the generator in the IT room, and run them through water. With a live current running through it, the soldiers will get shocked if they walk through the water, and we could take more of them out. Also, these rebels have demonstrated a lot of experience making improvised explosive devices. We could gather small scraps of metal to create shrapnel bombs and plant them around the fortress. When enough soldiers have approached, we shoot the closest bomb and take them out. If the whole plan is designed to give the kids time to run away, any tactic to slow down the soldiers is considered a win here. The students down in the tunnels can hear the fighting get more intense, and 3 of them decide to go back and help. They join the fight and shoot down the attacking soldiers, but 2 of them get killed, and the rebels have been backed into a corner. This rebel sniper activates a countdown and runs to fight off the soldiers. There are too many and she gets killed, but she holds them off long enough for the others to escape.
For the people to escape,
and the students here manage to take out the Special Forces captain, but this
Shuya was in slow motion though.
The weirdo teacher suddenly appears dressed in a rugby uniform. He's unhappy with the extreme actions of the government and his own color starts to beep. He tells them to get out of here and flings himself forward just as the entire stronghold blows up.
This man switched
the
up.
Sniper set off was to blow this whole place.
He got on their side.
The fighting continues, but Shiori here gets fatally wounded, and the island gets blown up by a barrage of incoming missiles. The battle royale is over, but the bodies of the 6 remaining students, along with the terrorist leader Shuya, are still missing. 3 months later, they all resurface in Afghanistan, having survived the death game.
They got away though.
Another day.
They got away.
What do you think? How would you beat Battle Royale? Let me know with a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. And check out the How to Beat playlist for more videos like this. Until next time, have a damn good day.
You too, fam. I ain't even gotta say it. Shuya survived again, bro. They blew up the whole island with the missiles. They said, nope, we gotta take them all out. We don't care no more. We're taking them down. That was fire, bruh. That was fire like the first one. I like how the story continued when we checked out the first How to Beat Battle Royale, man. That was dope, bruh. Like always, my brain has expanded, guys. Let me know what y'all thought of the video down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of my reaction. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.